We are back. We are back, guys. So this is going to be all Dogecoin, Dogecoin centric here. Dogecoin related, Elon, Doge, Twitter X payments, retail money coming back. A lot of things happening, guys. So welcome in. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. We'll get this thing out there to some people. You guys know who's with me right here, Crypto Mark. His link's down below in the description. Check it out. Link down below in the description to his channel. Talking about Doge, talking about a ton of different cryptos. So make sure you guys check that out. All right, so who do we got in chat? We got Vote Doge, Zach, Rasgore, what's up? Bobby Digital, love the style. Hope to see Jasmine live also someday soon. Yeah, for sure. We'll give it a minute because usually it takes a minute on these lives for people to kind of trickle in. And we've done 2 of them back to back. So maybe people are tired of us. Maybe not, though. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll be popping in here too. So Mark, what's up, man?
Just loving this rush, man. This is a lot more fun than a bear market, I'll tell you that. And I mean, we have been drilling one after another, and now we get to play with some big boys. I mean, Dogecoin valuation's up, and it's something where there's some huge bets on Dogecoin, and we kind of sniffed it. We kind of sniffed it coming. And then all of a sudden, 20%, boom. So it's been exciting.
Yeah, we got a ton of whales definitely helping us out. A lot of Dogecoin whales adding to their positions. You and I were just talking about this offline a little bit, like the amount of money that is being traded daily right now with Dogecoin is insane. By market cap, Doge is number 8, but by volume, it's been ranging anywhere from like 4 to 6. Like just the other day, for a little while there, we had more volume coming into Doge, open interest, that is. More open interest on Doge than Ethereum, which is nuts. Do you think this is a sign that retail money's slowly coming back? Because like Dogecoin's kind of like the gateway into crypto, the retail gateway. I know one thing. My brother-in-law texted me like a week ago and said, "Hey, I'm buying a bunch of Dogecoin. I'm feeling good about kind of where the market is." So you think like retail money's starting to kind of say, "Hey, the market's turning, Bitcoin's up. I'm not going to go buy a Bitcoin for $70K, but I got my Robinhood app still. I can go buy some Doge."
Well, that's kind of a twofold kind of conversation. I do, but I don't. Which is why I'm even more bullish on Dogecoin. We're talking about a market cap of $31 billion. So your brother-in-law is not going to move that chart.
Right.
I don't care if it's a polygamous marriage. There's not going to be 1,000 brother-in-laws aren't going to move the chart. We're up 48% on Dogecoin over the past week. And I don't think we've had that move that is where we're going to. I don't think that retail you talk about, it hasn't happened. I know the majority of retail Dogecoin investors out there, for the most part, they're not in Dogecoin anymore. They might have a little bit. They might have some scraps, but pretty much a lot of those people sold all the way out. And that's something where this is exciting because you don't know exactly where we're headed to. But I mean, if Dogecoin hit 50 cents, it would not surprise me one bit. And, we saw SHIB have its pump. We saw SHIB have that, 300 X it did, and kind of leveled off, kind of stabilized. And these might just be the new levels, the new floors, and then the retail comes in. And that's where you got to worry a little bit about institutions possibly taking some off the top. But, as long as the price supports, why not? So I'm bullish. Yeah. I'm definitely bullish. I definitely think, right now on my channel, a lot of people are asking me, is it too late to buy Doge? Should I buy Doge? Well, Dogecoin kind of similar to Bitcoin. It really is like the meme coin Bitcoin in a way. Same mechanisms. And it was the OG meme coin. Nothing against SHIB. We all love Shiba Inu. And I just think it's Dogecoin's turn right now. And we haven't even hit the true catalyst, and that's what's crazy is it's coming, and we have not hit it.
What is the true catalyst? A use case for Dogecoin? I mean, is that? And guys, welcome in. Everybody's popping in here. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe. Mark's channel is down below in the description too. Show him some love. He's getting close to 6K, so we're going to hit that here on this live stream. Let's help him get over 6K. Great content. But what is the use case like, or what is the catalyst rather?
Well, there is no use case, but what it is it's more of a meme coin blockchain. Has albeit it started off as a joke, as a farce, but it has established itself as a fully interoperable system, right? It's available. Like if Dogecoin set out tomorrow and wanted to be a fully fledged blockchain, get into, you know, enterprise, get into information, get into databases, get into AI, whatever they wanted to do, they are fully functional if they wanted to deploy that. But it's similar to what we're seeing. And, I talk about in my videos, when Twitter went live with their IPO, I bought some Twitter. I sold Twitter. And the problem was Twitter didn't have a way to monetize the platform. And I said from day one, if Twitter could ever find a way to monetize what they're doing, it would be huge. So what that comes down to is Dogecoin. We all know the Doge father with Elon Musk. What it comes down to is this is the common connection. This is maybe the purpose, and maybe it was unintentional, but like I said, it is a infrastructure that's just ready to be deployed. And all of a sudden, now everybody on X, potentially this year, if the stars are aligning like the way we're looking at the sky, potentially for being one of the largest use cases in cryptocurrency in a snap of a finger, because they have it all set up. So
no, I like it. I mean, one of the things too, like, sorry, I'm just changing our title up real quick. Hopefully this will help get some more people in here and rocking with us. So one thing that is interesting, one of the reasons why Elon loves Doge is it's very similar to Bitcoin in a lot of ways. Obviously it's a meme coin version, but it's proof of work. Dogecoin's mineable. That's one of the reasons why he likes it. And from a coding perspective, I think he feels like he can work with it in his businesses. I mean, obviously the big rumor, the big thing that's happening right now is X payments, so there's certainly some of that driving price action. I personally don't think that's the only reason, though. I personally think there could be something else. All the time in crypto, it's like expect the unexpected. I feel like there's something else that's lingering out there, maybe with Elon, maybe with the foundation itself. That's another thing that we don't talk about a ton, or maybe we, probably should talk about it more, Mark. It's the fact that, Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin is on the Dogecoin Foundation.
Yeah.
What could potentially happen there, right? So there's a lot of things, I think, a lot of reasons to speculate, a lot of reasons to get excited about what Dogecoin could potentially bring. Obviously, it almost got to, $1 with nothing, just retail demand. That can drive the price in this cycle, I think, to $1. I mean, easily. Shout out to Dogecoin Millionaire too. Did you see his tweets? He's become a Dogecoin millionaire again.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy that he's held through the thick and thin. But yeah, I mean, this right here, this is a big one here. I'll show you guys this on screen. This to me, Dogecoin whales 1.8 billion Doge move ignites uproar as price rallies. What's next? There's definitely some FOMO happening right now from the retail side, 100%. Right? You're getting a bunch of whales getting extremely bullish. And then the question always is, what do they know that we don't know, right? And oftentimes we don't get that answer, but we can at least follow the blockchain and see, who's doing what. There's no doubt that Dogecoin whales have woken up here, especially like from like 12 cents to now. we've seen a big push by the big Dogecoin holders adding to their bag. So what do they know? Like, what do they know that we don't? You know?
Yeah, it's for sure gonna be, I think, not even mainstream yet. That's what's crazy. We haven't really. Everybody's still kind of wanting to know about Bitcoin. You know, all eyes are on the Bitcoin ETFs. All eyes are on, for that matter, you know, people are still talking Pepe coin and the run up SHIB had. But I mean, look at the weekly chart for Dogecoin. It's absolutely crazy. This is going on, and nobody's like buying it. Nobody's like rushing to buy it, and we very easily could hit 50 cents in a very small matter of time.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, we've seen. So what is that? What 2 weeks? March 15th. So if we go back to March 15th, guys, Dogecoin was at 12 cents, 13 cents. In these last 2 weeks alone, Dogecoin whales have added $280 million. $280 million in the last 2 weeks. That's a ton of inflow coming from people who already own Dogecoin, right? And they're adding to their positions at 12, 13 cents. I'm glad I opened up a small position there as well. It was actually around 14 cents on Robinhood. I'm wishing I would have bought more, Mark, but I made 2 successful trades on Doge back in 2021. And I think I'm going to hold this, honestly, this position that I've opened up here. I think I'm going to hold this position until late 2021. I really think like that's going to be, late 2025.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
I really think that's going to be kind of the point where I'm going to be taking a lot of profits off the table. But I say that to say, like, a lot of times when Dogecoin gets hot, like I was trading it quicker. I think I want to see this thing throughout this whole bull run, and then obviously take profits accordingly. It's crazy to me that Doge is a bigger market cap than Cardano, Avalanche. It still baffles my mind sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
what the meme coin culture has brought to the space. And of course, meme coins in general just dominating right now. I mean, nobody saw this coming in general. I mean, just the amount of money that's flowing into the meme coin community token market, starting to rotate back into the OGs, and Doge is super well positioned, up 48% on the last week. But guys, think about that. The last 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, 280 million scooped up by whales of Dogecoin.
It's crazy. I just read something. Dogecoin has a valuation bigger than Deutsche Bank.
Yeah, that's freaking nuts.
I mean, just put that in perspective. And if I was showing up for work as a Deutsche Bank employee, I think I'd be buying Dogecoin instead of, you know, contributing to their 401k or whatever kind of retirement they have.
Maybe they'll put
Dogecoin on
the. Maybe they'll put Dogecoin on the balance sheet over there.
I mean, and I know there's a lot of it, but it's crazy. I mean, we're talking about a bank managing $1.3 trillion in assets and a crypto that started off as a joke, right? Like a joke. Like, you know, we joke about meme coins and, you know, you get all these funny names that people just throw together on the Solana blockchain or whatever blockchain. And you can make you can watch a YouTube video and make a crypto in a short period of time. And that's basically what happened with Dogecoin before anybody else did it. It's essentially what happened. A couple buddies probably were drinking beers and made a crypto. And it was right man, right time, right spot. And it absolutely took off to a point where now it's valued higher than a bank managing $1.3 trillion in assets.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Digital. I think I see you on my channel, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, 50 cents, where you see it at the peak of the cycle. Well, I kind of tend to lean with Zach on this one, and obviously not financial advice, but we, if you look historically, like 2021, the year after the bull or a year after the Bitcoin halving, I think that's when Dogecoin really had its move. So, you know, for me, it's kind of like Zach, like end of like 1 year plus before that 2 year mark. So like that 12 to 6, like the 12 to 16 month kind of number is kind of the sweet spot, I think, where we're looking at all these cryptos for that matter after the halving. So, I mean, what would that be? April 2025
Yeah.
till January 2026. I mean, that would probably be the window where you're going to see the biggest gains if we go off historical trends.
Yeah, and if we're looking at Dogecoin, I'm looking at Dogecoin's weekly chart here. Where it set all-time highs was basically the week of May 3rd, May 10th, right in that time frame. Of course, we had the SNL deal and all of that, but yeah, I mean, I think you're spot on. I'm kind of looking at that as a potential spot here for Doge. Now, keep in mind, the bull run continued on. It wasn't until November 2021 until Bitcoin hit its all-time high, right? So Dogecoin was a little bit before all of that. And then maybe, people started taking their gains and maybe, putting into less risky assets if you're trying to speculate a little bit. But I want to go back with the X payments, okay? Because we were talking about X payments, a lot of people speculating here. And there's an article written just in the last 24 hours that I think is interesting. By the way, welcome in all the new people here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to Mark's channel in the description. You could subscribe to this channel too, but Mark's channel is in the description. Make sure you click it and subscribe over there as well. I don't know if you're able to kind of go off and subscribe to Mark while you're still on this stream, but remember to subscribe after if you can't. But anyway, will Elon Musk's X payment system include Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies? Here's the latest clear information. So I don't know if you saw this, Mark, but just yesterday, X Payments was granted a check sales and money transmitters license for Louisiana. They've been going like state by state, getting these licenses. Yeah. But a lot of these states, from what I'm reading and seeing, a lot of these states also require a separate license for virtual currency. And to this point, X has not done that in Louisiana and some other states. Now, will that be the next step? Maybe, most likely, but it does require a different license for that. So those type of licenses are what Robinhood has, PayPal, Coinbase, Venmo, all these places where you can actually, utilize those products, crypto services, eToro, Cash App, all these sort of things. So X is probably going in that direction. I think we can both agree that that's what they want to do. They want to become the everything app. That's what Elon's vision has been with X for a while. And we know he has an infatuation and he loves crypto. He loves the idea of being able to move money easily around from person to person, peer to peer. Crypto's going to have a piece in this. It's just what I'm trying to say here is it might not be like tomorrow. Like this sort of stuff takes time. These licensing, this licensing takes time and it's not going to happen overnight. But what's your take on all of that? I mean, what Elon's kind of doing and his kind of
well,
method.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be for regulatory purposes. That's going to take some time. So it's why we're going to have a build up. Obviously, the FOMO is going to help, and that's kind of what we're looking at with that timeline, right? I don't think it's going to be an overnight process.
I agree. I mean, the fact of the matter is, though, like people are going to speculate. And I think, if you look at the weekly chart with Dogecoin, tell me this doesn't look bullish. Hold on, guys. Tell me this doesn't look bullish as hell. This is the weekly. So we're back to where we were in February 2022 when we were coming down. But just zooming out here and looking at this from a weekly time frame, I think we're going to blow past 71 cents at some point in this cycle. Call me crazy, whatever. I think we're going to blow past this number. And, people are calling for $1. I think $1.50, $2 is it's on the table. I know that's crazy. That's a 10x from here. What's the market cap of Dogecoin? 10x, 30 billion to 300 billion. Am I crazy? I don't know. I don't think so.
Try to find it. Try to find something real quick.
And when we think about prices, as Mark's trying to find that, like nobody freaking knows, right? Like nobody knows. I'm just saying, like, there's no retail money back in crypto yet. Very little, and we're already making these type of moves. I've been saying a lot for a little while too. I heard this from somebody else, Mark. Like the NFTs are pretty much dead right now. You got a ton of people with NFT money that I think are just flowing into meme coins. Then you've got like Bitcoin maxis who are just, swallowing their pride, getting into meme coins. You got all these people who are like, oh, I only invest in crypto for the tech. Well, yeah, they missed out on thousands, if not millions of dollars in 2021 because they only invest in the tech. And I think they're coming back around. But I'm saying we haven't been met with like that retail push, which
Mhm.
arguably pushes meme coins harder and further than anything else.
I wish they would do a study too, like, because I always talk about it on my channel. I always talk about how much of that meme coin pie is that available assets to be traded within meme coins, right? Like, how much money is there? You can't have, we're seeing kind of like we've talked about this like phenomenon where it's stepping stones, right? Where people are bouncing from Pepe coin to Floki to Shib to Doge. How much is there out there? It's
Yeah.
not an infinite supply. I mean, just us as investors, we can't buy every meme coin at the same level, right?
And yeah,
I
in the
mean,
same
like
quantity and shit. Yeah.
I can't keep putting millions of dollars into this, that. You run out of cash, and then you're over leveraged on volatile assets, and that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of what I'm talking about. But what we're seeing is the institutions doing the same thing. We're seeing them do the same thing. And what's going to be fascinating is to see how Shiba Inu's price reacts. Will they go down as Dogecoin goes up? Go back to 2021, and they kind of both went up together. And that's kind of what I'm alluding to. But there was only really two meme coins during that time frame. Now we
Mm-hmm.
have now we have the explosion of Solana meme coins. We have a lot of ERC20 memes still doing well. If they get the gas figured out, I think that's going to be a bigger surge, as well as now the base chain. The base chain's taken off with a full head of steam. And
Mm-hmm.
how much availability is there actually going to be for the retail element to go after these? And that's kind of what we're looking at. So, that's kind of what we're looking at. And
Yeah.
happy Easter for those of you that celebrate. For everybody in the chat, read a book. Maybe you can attend a service on Sunday and feel better about yourself, buddy. Just feel better about yourself. That's what I'm hoping for. So it's the weekend. Everybody's enjoying it. I mean, let's try to get in the weekend on a good note. Just try to get out of bed a little better next time. All right.
Why was somebody talking smack? Sounds like somebody was talking smack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So
We're past the comments, but no, we got 300 people live rocking with us in this vertical live. Awesome way to start the weekend. Everybody's getting paid on Friday, getting paid in Dogecoin, right? It's kind of where we're at, and it's some momentum that we haven't seen for quite some time in crypto, and it's a lot more fun being involved in this market than say 2022. So
yeah. No, for sure. So Richard's asking, did you get into Friends? Meme token on base. Did you get in?
yeah, I did get into that one. That's one where I don't really know what to do with that because base coins have been kind of
They're all
been
sending.
there. Yeah, there's really no textbook for that one, and you can't really read a book on how to trade base coins because I mean they're all exploding. And they're not like Solana meme coins where they fizzle out. They're kind of just hanging out, and that's where I don't think, quite frankly, a lot of the big players, they don't know how to use base chain yet. It's crazy. And I mean, we've been trying to solve technical issues on MetaMask for years on decentralized wallets. And
Mm-hmm.
within a period of like 72 hours, they saw the trading volume, right? They saw the trading volume. And all of a sudden, the engineers, whatever, boom, upgrades, enhancements, developments. And now all of a sudden, you don't need to bridge anything. It's just boom, you can buy. It's crazy how fast. I
Quick.
mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the whole COVID vaccine. You give them a bunch of money, and it's crazy. You couldn't come up with that vaccine for 30+ years. All of a sudden, you get a $1 billion grant, and 6 months from now, you got 4 drug companies with vaccines that claim the work. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy what money does to push the needle, not just within crypto, but in technology. It's crazy how much capability there is. So that's it. We're live on Base Chain, and it's tough because, like we were talking about with that meme coin pie, it's like, it's like Pokemon, like the old saying, you can't catch them all. You can't. I mean, there's no way you can keep up with them all. I mean, there's 50 new Solana meme coins every hour. It's crazy. But we're going live. We got 300 people live in the chat. A lot of familiar faces.
Welcome.
We're rising up.
Welcome.
We're rising up. That's kind of where we're headed as we get into this wild, wild west where it's crypto season. I think we're about to see it full force. And I mean, you guys are dropping cryptos that I've never heard of in the chat, and I'm sure you guys are all making money off of them and doing well with them. But that's a good thing. When we don't know about them, that's a good thing. And I appreciate you guys dropping them down below in the comments because there is a ton out there, and we can't win them all. We can't. I wish I had enough time in the day to get involved with every crypto that comes across the desk, but unfortunately, there's not enough time in the day. But we got almost 300 people live. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to Zach's channel if you guys are not subscribed. Also, if you can't find my channel, put it down in the comments if somebody knows that channel, and then you guys obviously have to probably search for it and go subscribe in that fashion. But love to have you guys part of the team as well.
Yeah, 100%. Mark's channel's in the description, guys. So if you like what you're hearing, definitely give him a subscribe down there. I'm going to put it in chat. Here's what I'll do. I'll put it in chat, and I think I can pin it as well. I should be able to. Pin message. There we go. Message is pinned right there. So that's Mark's channel. Make sure you guys do subscribe there. I want to give you guys some other thoughts here. This is pretty nuts when you look at some of these numbers, Mark. So Dogecoin sitting just under $31 billion market cap. Okay. Do you know what USDC is right above it? 32 billion. Dogecoin is less than $2 billion away from overtaking the second largest stablecoin. And guess what's right above that? XRP at 35 billion, 34 billion. Basically, Dogecoin is $4 billion away from overtaking XRP. Then there's a big gap from there to Solana at 83 billion because Solana's just been on another freaking planet lately. Which it recently overtook BNB for a little while. Then BNB's been on a tear. But, I mean, it's not going to take much here for Dogecoin to be in the 6th spot underneath Solana, overtaking USDC and XRP. I mean, if we get a little bit of a push here this weekend, we could wake up Monday morning and see a Dogecoin price that's, 30 cents, 32 cents, and it be a bigger market cap than XRP and USDC. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
And this is what's crazy to my point that I talked about a little bit earlier in the stream. We look at the total market cap, right? Look at the total market cap in the global cryptocurrency market back when we had all-time highs, and you want to look at those numbers where we talk about, I think it was 2.8 plus. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, right? 2.8 plus trillion dollars.
To give the viewers an idea, real quick, to your point, back in 2021 in November, we were at a $2.73 trillion market cap. That looks to be our highest point ever. 2.73 trillion. We're at 2.66 trillion right now.
Okay, I'm seeing 2.82, but anyways, for context,
it could, yeah.
It's on CoinMarketCap. I mean, we're looking at 2.82 to 2.64. So if you want to do that ratio and look at the percentage, we're away from all-time highs within the global cryptocurrency market for total market cap. And I know, like for financial namesake, it's not the proper way to use the term market cap when referring to cryptocurrency. It doesn't apply, but we have to use something to quantify an asset. Okay. So that's kind of why we're going to use that term. It doesn't exist. It should not be used, but it's universal terminology. So we're going to roll with it. All right. But back to it. My point I'm trying to make is how we were talking about meme coins, right? And back in those days, it was just, for the most part, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, Okay. So we look at that market cap and where we're at right now, there's just more cryptos. There's
Mm-hmm.
just more cryptos. And that's my point. We're still around that 5% adoption. And we need to get it more where that adoption goes, right? Everybody wants to know, will these top 10 cryptos 10x? Well, they really can't unless we start, recycling from the bottom and things start falling off of the list. But the way the market cap's positioned, we're basically, I hate to say it because it's $0.2 trillion. That's not a small number, but you say point 0.2 anything, you think small. But relatively speaking, it's a very small amount away from the overall all-time high. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. We can't have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Floki, Pepe Coin, Solana meme coins, Bonk. Dog with Hat is now the third crypto in total market cap in the overall
Saw
space.
that. Yeah,
So
saw that.
this is the reality of it. We need the adoption to grow. We have 330 people in this chat, in this live stream. We need this to be 3,300 people in an effort to make that market cap, that adoption grow, because then we're just reshuffling the deck. There's too much. It's too diluted. There's too many meme coins out there, and all the big money. They're all playing stepping stones.
Yeah.
It's a giant game of hot potato. They're making their multiples, and they're jumping ship, going to the next one. Rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah.
And this is a smarter bull cycle. Everybody's more educated. Everybody wants to know what's the difference between this bull cycle and 2020 or 2021. And the answer is it's the same people. They're just smarter, right? And they're a little bit,
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit greedier to couple that education, that knowledge base that they've gained, because everybody got wrecked. If you didn't lose money in 2023 or in 2022, in the early parts of 23, you shouldn't be investing in crypto. You should be playing the lottery because you knew something that everybody else didn't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I will say this, Mark. You bring up some good points. I mean, I'll push back a little bit on a couple things, though. And I mean, so like my thinking is this is a good thing. The fact that people are jumping in and out of things, and so, this tells us that we're super early because we're not concentrated on 5 or 6 cryptos. Eventually, yes, the market's going to be much more concentrated, like everything else, right? Like shit consolidates. There's mergers and acquisitions. We just saw the big merger happen in the AI sector. I mean, there's going to be that happening in crypto, and even in the meme coin community token space, where it's going to be less watered down, and it's just, everything's a dime a dozen. But for us, from our standpoint, dude, it provides such a big opportunity right now because adoption is so slow. Well, not really. I mean, adoption's fast, but it feels like it's slow because we're in it every day. I mean, the thing is, crypto is being adopted faster than the internet, but the internet just took a really long time. I mean, these new technologies take a really long time. It showcases, I think, how early we are. And here's the other thing I'll say too: like the novice, like the brand new person in crypto, they're not going to be investing in friends on base, but they probably know and have heard about Doge. They
Yeah.
probably know and heard about SHIB and Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. So, like these brand new people coming in, keep that in mind. They're not going to be, unless they educate themselves very, very quickly, they're not going to be coming in looking for the next freaking meme coin on Solana. That's us. Like we're the degenerates that have been here for 4 years plus. People have been here for a long time, multiple cycles. They're the people who know how to even do that, to know what's what. The mad rush, the mad dash of new people flowing in. This is why I'm bullish on SHIB and why I'm bullish on Doge and bullish on not only the Pepe that's been pushed to billions, but how about the original Pepe? I talked about that in my meme coin live stream today. That is freaking bullish. I told you about it at 500 million 2 days ago, Mark. 3 days ago, it's at 800 million right now. There is something huge going on with the original Pepe from 2016. I'm telling you guys, not financial advice. I'm not being paid to say this. Look into it. I think this thing could be going to multi-billions in this market cap. I'm holding a decent sized position there that I bought at 500 mil. But the moral of the story is these household names are going to get the novice. Like they're going to get the normies, the people that come in for the first time. Like we saw it in 2021. They came in the Dogecoin door. They came in the Shiba Inu door. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to see that again. But yeah, for us, it's crazy because we're in and out of 100 different freaking Solana coins, 100 different base coins, and you could certainly stack your bags that way. I mean, I've built a pretty nice Solana position just trading meme coins. I know you have too, man. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, and what'll stick? Who knows? I mean, we've got a couple big dogs there on Solana with Bonk and Whiff now, as you mentioned, overtaking Pepe and market cap. Myro, I still think is intriguing. That chart looks really good, the Myro chart. And obviously then we've got some of the small caps. But yeah, Brett on base, I think that's destined to get to $1 billion plus. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be interesting to watch this whole thing play out. I mean, I mentioned this one too, Mark. We mentioned this on the meme coin space earlier, or meme coin live earlier. Don't forget about Doge Elon Mars. Elon. Ticker symbol Elon. Doge Elon Mars. Guys, take a look at where that's at. Take a look at where it's been. When you're talking about meme coins, you got to get in the headspace of, and you got to be like psychological. There's no TA going to tell you that Elon's going to send to the freaking moon, right?
Yeah.
It's just getting in the minds and trying to guess right. And if you're in this space a little bit, you can kind of see where people are going to flock to. And I think ticker symbol Elon, right? Doge Elon Mars, which when it got listed out of nowhere to crypto.com and Gemini, took everybody by storm. It's a solid one that is very undervalued in my opinion. $200 million market cap right now.
And it's had a great month. Great month.
For what it's worth.
I mean,
yep. Take a look at that alt chart, dude.
It's about tripled since February.
And that thing pumped like crazy. Look when it pumped. Look at the alt chart on when it pumped. It pumped with Bitcoin. Like it pumped in November. It pumped like late after like Dogecoin did its thing. It was one of those meme coins that like after Doge did its thing, it kind of was going up with SHIB and it was kind of going up with, some of the Floki, some of that bunch.
Yeah.
So I like that one. I do like Floki, Alessandra still. I do like Floki a lot. It doesn't get talked about a lot either. For sure. So where are you at with subscribers these days, dude?
Nobody likes me.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually my channel's birthday today. How about that? I just got a notification. That's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty sick, actually. So what is it? 1 year? 1 year?
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
1 year on YouTube? It's not bad.
I have to go celebrate tonight.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, let us know down in the comments. Let's try to get some feedback. I mean, are you guys using? Outside the Dogecoin talk, are you guys using base chain? I mean, I think a lot of people. I'm just kind of curious to poll the audience. Are you guys using base chain?
I am, dude. The fees are freaking amazing. I mean, there's like next to nothing. It's super.
Do you guys use
fast.
Solana? I mean, like, I don't know. I truly don't know. I'd be curious if we could put a poll here. How many people? I might do that on my channel, actually. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. A little community poll.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of curious because I just want to know. I'm very curious how many people are trading and using some of these other blockchains outside of ERC20 and the more traditional way that everybody's been brought up to do so.
Bobby Digital, thanks for the super chat. Can you read a book? I don't know. Is that the dude that was giving you shit? Boca G said he subscribed to you, loving the XRP content.
There you go. Boca's always in the house.
Base chain is so easy. He said it'll launch so many new people into DeFi. It's integrated into Coinbase wallet. It makes it so easy for those new to DeFi to use. So Boca, that's a great point. Let's talk about this for a second, Mark, because this is huge. We're all kind of waiting for like what that app is that's going to easily bring people into crypto. Coinbase wants to do it with Base, by the way, guys. They already have tons of users. So I was listening to Twitter Space not too long ago, a few nights ago. Somebody claimed that they knew somebody who worked at Coinbase. Okay, now again, I can't confirm that or deny it, but the point that was made makes complete sense to me in this space that I heard. And basically their idea is literally they have this huge user base of Coinbase, the exchange. So they're just literally going to, every point they get, every chance they get, drive them to the base chain, drive them to the base chain, drive them to the base chain. And that's how they're going to onboard the next billion people into DeFi easily. It makes sense because Coinbase already has all these connections. They already have all these users, right? And if they make it seamless, where it's not like, hey, go get a freaking MetaMask and do this and do that. It's like, hey, right on your app that you already have where you exchange crypto, click the base button, and now you're on DeFi. You know what I'm saying? So I think this could really is like the potential to be like massive here with what Base is doing.
Yeah, and Coinbase added a ton of liquidity, and
go look at Base. Go look at Coinbase's stock as well.
I mean, this is the tea leaves, and unfortunately, sometimes you're late to the party. I was late on a few, but I'm not screwing around with. That's what I was trying to illustrate. I don't have time to like go through the ERC20 memes. I can do some launches, I can do some pre-sales, gear up for that, but I mean, the action's on Base.
Coinbase, the stock, is up 253% in the last 6 months.
Crazy.
That's like a damn crypto, dude. That's a damn crypto. That's crypto gains. 253% in the last 6 months. Go look at the max chart on Coinbase and you tell me where you think this thing's heading. I mean, I'm telling you what, it's going to be very interesting. And if I had to make a bet on which blockchain outside of Ethereum would be like the mainstream blockchain, I'm going to go with Base over a lot of other good ones. I mean, simply because the network effect, the amount of people they already have in their ecosystem.
The one thing that worries me though is the regulatory clarity within the how they're coming down on Coinbase and Brian Armstrong, and if that's going to be, is this their way of circumventing that, or is this their way of kind of just, I don't know, a big pump before you're not allowed to do it anymore kind of deal. I don't know, but it's curious to me what's going to happen on that front.
I think, though, in the same vein, if Coinbase, quote unquote, cooperates or whatever, like they have the best position to be the blockchain that gets regulatory approval, in my case, too. Like they actually have a seat at the table. Whereas like Ethereum, BNB, they don't have a seat at the table. They don't have a publicly traded company on the US stock exchange. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So like, I feel like they have the best position to be the quote unquote legal DeFi ecosystem. We got another super chat. James Rawlings, $5 super bomb. Have you guys gotten a Panda swap on Sol yet? New DEX coming to fix the DEX issue on Solana. 4.25 million in volume the past 24 hours. Bitmart listing best week. Wow, interesting. I'm going to look that up right now. Panda swap on Sol. Jeez, oh man, that looks bullish. Holy shit. I'm texting this, Mark. I'll put it in the chat for everybody. Well, yeah, here I can do that. Panda swap. Interesting. Thank you for that. This is why I love it, man. Everybody's sharing different ideas. This is what it's all about. There's that DEX tools that he's talking about. Let me make sure that's the right one. Yeah, it should be.
Did you text
$11 million market cap. Here, I'll text it to you right now. That looks very intriguing. And I don't know if this is like mainstream yet, but it is a DEX. There's a lot of good DEXs on there. I prefer Jupiter right now over any of them on Solana, but okay.
Jupiter was so easy to use.
Yeah, it's so fast. Radium is very clunky. It's gotten a little bit better, but for a little while there, when so many things were happening on Solana, man, that was a son of a bitch to try to get a transaction to go through. Shayla. Cat GPT on Sol. Infinite Money Coin. Infinite Money Coin's been around since 2021, man. OG. What's up, man? All right, Mark. I think I'm going to close it up. What do you think?
All right, I guess so. I gotta get some more friends. I need 6,000. So wish I could hang
So
out.
Mark's trying to get to 6K subs, guys. Go over there right now. Subscribe. Subscribe to his channel.
On the
Where you
channel
at?
birthday. On the channel birthday. Gotta
Yeah,
have it.
on the channel birthday. Let's get him up to 6K subs. I know we can do it. So the link's down below. It's actually pinned on the comment too. So trying to pull up your channel real quick. There we go. Boom. You got to be like 20 away. You got to be like.
Yeah, I'll get there. I don't. So
Sorry, I was getting a call. What'd you say?
Oh, good. No, I said we'll get there. It's the weekend. Things are gonna pop off.
20 subs away. There we go. Hook it up, guys. Go over there, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Appreciate you guys for listening, tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you guys.
Have a great holiday. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.